It's incredibly slow in Hollywood right now, as we've been discussing. And so, as I told you, one of my favorite sayings, it comes from, I'm sure it comes from a number of places, but where I heard it was this Dennis Quaid movie with Zac Efron. And I said, the saying is evolve or die. So I was like, what the heck are we going to do today? But I didn't want to not have a live stream. So instead I've invented, necessity is the mother of all invention. The invention that I've come up with is This Week in Hollywood, getting your opinion on things that are happening in Tinseltown. So it's an all poll. We're going to discuss it too, but it's going to be tons of polls. Poll. And anyone can vote in a poll. And I made sure to write it on the screen so that anyone joining at any time during the live stream knows that while only members can comment, anybody can vote in a poll. All right? So you can still participate and have a good time. By the way, don't ask me my thoughts on Shogun, amazing, because I am doing a spoiler review that's going to go up later tonight. So the first thing I've got to do, though, is it's officially the first stream of the week. Like yesterday, we had a live stream for the trailer breakdown, but I got to gift my memberships for the week. And thank you, Paul. Thank you for gifting a membership. I appreciate it. Oh, no, wait. Hold on. All right, membership gifting. Here we go. I gift 5 memberships every week because I'm blown away by your own generosity. All right. Here they come. All right. Woohoo. Yay. All right. Lady Jennifer Snow right behind me there with another 5 memberships. Fantastic. Also, if you're a member at the BTT Inside Access level, just a heads up that tomorrow we're going to be having our private Ask Me Anything at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There will still be a live stream tomorrow, I'm hoping, but that will also take place at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's about half an hour, and it will stay up in case you're unable to join live. But you must be a member at that level to participate. Alrighty, so I've got 20 questions. Let's play a game of 20 questions. Thank you, Yaya. I love your photo. All right, so we're going to play a game of 20 questions, and I pulled them from what's happening in Hollywood this week. And you can, if you know what's going on, you can vote immediately, or you can hang on a second while I explain to you the context of the question. All right? So let me put it in. All right, hold on. I like your diamond badge there, Pork Chop Polly. That's a great name. All right, start a poll. The first question is, what will be... Oh, thank you, Noah, for also gifting some memberships. What will be the biggest movie of the year? All right, your options are Deadpool and Wolverine, Joker 2, thank you, Tom, Inside Out 2, or Gladiator 2. Oh, the footage was apparently amazing. I only had 4 spots. I thought about putting Wicked in there, but I think Wicked, well, it certainly might do well. I could only pick 4 movies. So those are the 4 I picked. So again, as you can see right on the screen, anyone can vote in the poll. Or you could write Wicked if you're upset. Or, Twister. That's funny, Louis. Or Luis. But yes, so those are the 4 choices. It's a tough year for movies. Hollywood's having a tough year. It's not stacked like it usually is. But I think those are potentially the best. This is like what will be the biggest movie of the year. I mean, I'm worried about, how many movies this year will make $1 billion. It might just be 1 or 2. Maybe no movie would make $1 billion this year. Oh my God, that would be so horrific if that were to happen. That's right, Subasi. So it's probably going to be Despicable Me 4. By the way, Daniel, Mufasa. I'm excited about Mufasa, but the reason I didn't pick it is I question that some people might be like, hey, is this sequel necessary? I mean, let's see. Danny, that's a great point. 3 of them are rated R. That's interesting. Oh, Alexander Wilson saying, what about Moana 2? Thank you. That would be a really big win for Bob Iger if that movie ended up smoking all the other ones, because it was supposed to be a streaming service show. They'd be like, we took 5 episodes of a streaming show, slapped it on the big screen, and beat everybody else into submission. Woohoo! All right, so I'll give it another moment on the vote, then we'll move on to the next question. It's looking like a slaughter. Hold on, here it comes. All right, get your vote in. All right, here it comes. All right, I'm closing the poll. All right, so 73% think Deadpool and Wolverine will be the biggest movie of the year. Wow, that's how good yesterday's trailer was. I even showed it to my dad last night. I was hanging out with my dad, and I was like, want to see this new trailer? He's over superhero movies. But he was like, that looks amazing. So he's very excited for it. Joker 2 at just 16%. Inside Out 2 at 7%. And Gladiator 2 at 2%. Although in that movie's defense, they haven't really been promoting it very much. You haven't seen anything of it. I'm glad you're having fun, Subasiso. All right, next question. All right. What cameo are you the most hoping for / most excited about in Deadpool and Wolverine? Okay? So your options are Wolverine variants, Deadpool variants. I never said it would be easy. Or Fox X-Men. You can't pick all of them. I guess I could make that the fourth option. I will. Fourth option, all of them. Okay. Let's see if that's what easily takes the poll. All right, so again, anybody, and not necessarily these things are going to happen, not sure. But let's just see what everybody votes for. And again, anybody watching can vote. Anyone who's watching the stream can vote. But, they're selling this, this movie's supposed to be the Fox version of No Way Home, which means it's got to have the cameos, right? Although we've all been very impressed with its ability to keep them under wraps for the most part. All right, so we're going to give it a couple of moments for the vote. I agree, Ben 10. I'd love to see Rebecca Romaine show up. Tiff says that's your favorite trailer ever. What? It was certainly quite good. It was very, very strong. I don't think you can get a better trailer than that. But I mean, come on. Remember when Spider-Man showed up in the Civil War trailer? Everybody lost their mind. It was an amazing time to be alive. How about when the Batman trailer dropped and the Penguin's car flipped over and we were like, what's happening? This is incredible. I mean, there's been some great trailers. Oh, don't get ahead of the questions, Ricardo, as to how many more trailers there will be. All right, we'll give it a moment. We're almost done on this vote. Again, we got 20 questions. We're on question number 2. Thanks for gifting those memberships, AG. And Bubbles, I'm so glad you guys are enjoying this. It's always scary to try something new. So I'm glad that you guys seem to be enjoying it. But, I told you, evolve or die, my friend. All right, I'm closing the poll. Here it comes. All right, I read it out loud because in the when these things re-air, they don't include the poll. All right, so what cameo are you the most hoping for / most excited about in Deadpool and Wolverine? Fox X-Men, 51%. Me too. I want to see the original X-Men. I'm very excited about this. 36%, give me all of it. 8, and then, so really, what's driving this is the Fox X-Men. That's amazing, because the Wolverine variants got 8. I'm surprised in his own movie, Deadpool variants, only 3. That's really interesting to me, but I'm very excited about it. Bye, Haunted Autumn. All right. Brett says, Grace, do you know all the cameos? I know some of them, but I don't want to know all of them. And I have very few of them, like 100% confirmed. I don't want to know the cameos. I want to be excited. I told you, I want to have that experience in the theater where I go, oh my God, is that really that person? I don't want to have a situation like No Way Home where it's a checklist. You're like, okay, great, they showed up. All right, is this other person going to be there? Like, that's not as much fun to me. All right, so on that note, the next question for the poll is, do you hear a lot of spoilers for movies and TV? So the first option is yes, I search them out. Then yes, I can't avoid them. Then no, I'm good at avoiding them. And then no, I'm not on social media. All right. Very curious to see what your votes are on this. And again, as it says right on the screen, anybody watching can vote in the poll. Anybody. I know that on Twitter, some of you block certain words, but it's hard to, you don't always know what you can block. Sometimes, you don't even know because it's a surprise. So we'll just give it a moment to see what you guys think. I do think spoilers are out of control. as I've said in a couple of streams now. Oh, really, CJ? I haven't seen any X-Men 97 spoilers. That's fascinating. I don't want spoilers. I really want to be surprised for X-Men 97. I'm having a great time with that show. I mean, I suspect that tomorrow's episode's about Cable, but that's all I need to know. All right, hold on. Tribble Disco agrees. I like the way you wrote that, Tribble Disco. Out of control. All right, I'm giving it just another moment for your vote. Okay. This thing's in the way. Stop. Okay. End poll. All right. AG, I don't know. I don't want to give spoilers away for the movie. And I'm not looking into it anyway for who's going to appear in Deadpool and Wolverine. All right. Do you hear a lot of spoilers for movies, TV? 42% of you no, because you're good at avoiding them. 32% yes, because you can't avoid them. Oh, so sad. And then, this is fascinating to me. 12% of you, only 12% of you search them out. And then 12% don't hear anything because you're not on social media. But most of you are in the social media space and you're either able to dodge them or you're not. So that's really interesting. I'm surprised how few of them, how few of you actually search them out. I mean, this isn't a scientific poll, but I think it's very interesting. All right, so this next one, I'll be very curious to hear your thoughts on this as well. All right, so the next poll question is, how many trailers should a movie have, right? I've seen a couple of you asking about this, how many trailers? So we'll say this includes teasers. So we'll do 2, because it includes teasers. 3, so that's 1 teaser, 1 trailer. Hold on. Typos. Okay, 3, 1 teaser, 2 trailers, and then we'll do 4. That's ridiculous in my. Well, let's see. 1 teaser, 3 trailers. I'm not going any higher than that, even though I could, because that would just be craziness. Cats and dogs living together, as Peter Venkman would say. All right, so anyone, I should have done TV spots, Marco. That's a good one. All right, but anyway, and again, anybody can vote in the polls, but if you have to be a member to be able to participate in the chat. So yeah, that's what everybody's been wondering. Every studio has different rules for different genres. DC is really down to just 2 trailers, maybe 3 if you include the teaser. But also the other question is it a true teaser? I think the first Deadpool Super Bowl trailer was a full trailer, not a teaser, to be honest with you. It makes it really hard to do the metadata. I'll give you that information as somebody who's in the space. Enter Fernand says, ever since Raimi's Spider-Man 2 was 80% spoiled with a video and interviews to the cast and shows like Today and late night shows and such, I've learned to avoid spoilers. Wow, that's been quite the journey. That was a long time ago. All right. That's right, Jeremiah. The Joker 2 teaser was basically a trailer. So, but Mr. Magic's right. Wicked, very much a teaser. All right, hold on. Give it another moment while you guys vote. All right. All right, hold on. Here it comes. All right, so how many trailers should a movie have? The majority of you 62% feel it should be 3. 1 teaser, 2 trailers. 32% of you think just 2. 1 teaser, 1 trailer. But then only 5% feel it should be 1 teaser and 3 trailers. I would agree with 3. I think 1 teaser, 2 trailers. But I would put an asterisk on that only if it's a true teaser. If you're going to have like a full-on teaser that's like a full trailer basically, I'd say then just 2. All right, Subasisu, I'm going back to see if I can find your chat. It says, unfortunately, film Twitter can lead to accidental spoilers, but actively not engaging with those posts can help. A little. Yeah, I mean, I think so. I had to mute a few peeps, and that's helped immensely. All right. Well, Lexi, you're right. Anonymous scoopers do offer spoilers through their Patreon, but a lot of other Twitter accounts just follow them and pay for their Patreon, and then they tweet out the spoilers to everybody else. I've seen a number of accounts do that. Tiff says, I love trailers, but absolutely don't like the clips that come out right before a movie releases. Yeah, I stay away from the TV spots. There are some movies that come out where I feel I've seen almost everything, and that's without my trying to cover it and look into it. Like, that to me is insane. Like, you're like, just the whole movie's been shown, and then you start to piece it together in your mind. It is not good. All right, so here's the next one. I like this one a lot. All right? Hold on, here it comes. What was the best moment in the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer 2? Opening in the bar, slow motion walking, when they're on the Rob Liefeld Street, Deadpool versus Wolverine fighting, and then, just when you thought this was easy, the giant man reveal. All right, what was the best moment in the trailer? When you guys are done voting, I'll tell you which one I think is the best, but I don't want to sway the vote. Some of you say I sway the vote. I like, that's funny, Harry, the Madonna song. Well, I can only pick 4 things. I like some of the other ones you guys are putting in here, though, like Sleeves Off. That's very funny. All right, so I'll just give you a moment to vote. Again, anybody watching can vote. Only members can participate in the chat, but anyone can vote in the poll. But I'll tell you what I think what I think was the best. But I'm very excited. Yeah, Cassandra Nova was cool. Definitely cool. All right, I'm giving it a moment. You guys are voting? Hold on. Yeah, Daniel, the Look Lady made my dad laugh too. It's a very funny joke. It's good. It was a great trailer overall. I mean, it's hard to decide. Let's see here. All right, here we go. I'm ending the poll. Okay. All right, here it comes. All right, what was the best moment in the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer? 41% of you feel it was Deadpool versus Wolverine fighting. I agree, that was very cool. 22% agree with me that it was the giant man reveal. I think that was really unexpected. It hadn't leaked. See how great that was? And it showed you the kind of movie it was going to be. I mean, for me personally, it just really captured my imagination. I was like, that's amazing. 19% like the slow motion walking the best. That's not interesting. You prefer, and the fighting was very good, and the editing to it was amazing. And then just 16% the opening in the bar. Wiki Nomad says, can I just say about slow walking in a movie, Challengers made it riveting. It really did. We're going to talk about Challengers. Don't worry, we're going to talk about Challengers and Shogun and other subject matters, but I'm trying to keep it all into one space at a time. We're going to start jumping around a little bit more in a second. Hey, Matt Stone. All right, so here's the next question. We're going to move off right now into other areas, all right? So Jerry Seinfeld this week gave a very odd interview to promote his new movie on Netflix, which I think looks absolutely awful. To say that he feels that the movie business is over, right? So my question to you, is he right? So your first option is yes, goodbye Hollywood. Then no, it's just evolving. Then no, it's just merging with streaming. No, just merging with stream. I don't have enough space. And then the fourth option is, it's just fine. Calm down. All right, let's see if you agree with Jerry Seinfeld. He sure opened himself up to a lot of criticism. Everybody was just like, sorry, we're not making anything of the caliber of the B movie, Jerry. I don't know. I think he dated himself with that comment. Jerry Seinfeld, his thing was everybody just is confused and doesn't know how to operate in this new space or what to watch. And you're like, tell me you don't know how to operate your Apple TV without telling me you don't know how to operate your Apple TV. I'm like, get one of your kids to tell you what's on, Jerry. All right, so we'll just give it a moment to vote. All right, right, hold on. You guys are a little bit more cautious on this one. You're thinking it out. Totally get it. Okay. That's a low blow, Michael McKennis, but somewhat true. I think that the person he actually married is age appropriate. All right, hold on. I'm closing the poll. All right, that's how Seinfeld's been around so long ago. Most of you probably don't even know about the scandal that we're talking about. All right, Jerry Seinfeld says the movie business is over. Is he right? 51% of you, whew, thank goodness, feel it's just evolving. 25% of you feel it's just merging with streaming. That's what I would say. I don't think the movie business will ever go back to what it was, which I guess is also technically evolving. But I think that it's going to be, now it has to share a space with streaming. I think the real problem, the part of the business that should be really worried is theatrical. The studios are involved in both theatrical releases and streaming releases. So they don't care. They're fine. But I think that's a big concern. All right, so 51% say no, it's just evolving. 25% say no, it's just merging with streaming. But that's a whopping almost 75%, 76% who feel it's fine. So that's good. Although 13% say it's fine just the way it is, calm down. So only 9% say yes, goodbye Hollywood. So that's very good. I mean, you are watching a movie, TV news thing, so you do love Hollywood as I do. But I did not appreciate it. It's a slow news week. Jerry Seinfeld gave everybody a good headline, myself included. But I thought it was a stupid thing to say. I was like, don't you run this stuff by anybody? I think he thought it was a good joke, but it was not. Nobody likes jokes about their livelihood. All right. Now this will be very interesting. You ready? CWJ says, do you think movie ticket prices have priced a lot of movie viewers out of seeing films in theaters? Well, but I don't think so, because what about the subscription model? I mean, I'm an AMC Stubs member. It's extremely cost effective. I don't know how that affects box office, but I mean, I think it's great. But I mean, obviously, I think concession stand prices are very high. I mean, it is expensive to go to the movies, especially if you're going with a group, like a family. All right, so here's the next poll. You ready? Okay. What is the best show on streaming right now? Now, I'm only giving you 4 choices, but I think it's going to be tough. Shogun, Fallout, Baby Reindeer, or X-Men 97? Because I'm mean and I'm making it extremely difficult. You got to pick one. All right, there you go. What is the best show on streaming right now? Shogun, Fallout, Baby Reindeer, or X-Men 97? Although Simulacra says, the 3-body problem, you cowards. All right, Baby Reindeer, Davey, is this show that's on Netflix, which is really gaining a lot of momentum. I've had people tell me definitely to watch it. I've had a couple of people warn me that it's a little bit, it might be triggering. It has some very, hardcore stuff in it. So I don't know if I'm going to watch it. But I certainly, as someone who covers the industry, can tell that the show is, blowing up. All right, the votes are coming in. It's going to be really interesting who the winner is. All right, here it comes. All right, just another moment to vote. For all of you saying 3-body problem, just wait till the next question. Okay, here it comes. All right, here we go. All right. So the answer is, what is the best show on streaming right now? 42% say X-Men 97. I mean, I know a lot of you are X-Men fans. That might be swaying the vote a little bit, but that's still impressive. Shogun comes in second with 29%. Fallout at 22%. And then Baby Reindeer down at 5%. I think that goes to show that Baby Reindeer, while it's getting a lot of attention in the media, like it's on my radar now, it still is not totally breaking through. Or at least isn't as good as those other shows. Steven says, X-Men 97 is the best. It really takes the time to give focus on the female characters and characters who Fox didn't do. That's interesting, Steven. That's right. The X-Men 97 spends almost no time on Wolverine. And X-Men fans seem to be happy for it. All right, here's the next question. All right, hold on. What is the most overlooked gem on streaming right now? Okay, here it comes. All right. The first one is Ripley. Nobody's watching Ripley. It's so sad. Manhunt. I came up with the first 2 options here. Under the Bridge on Hulu. With Lily Gladstone, right? Maybe some of you are watching that. And then 3-Body Problem. All right, there you go. Hopefully, even if you're not watching any of these votes will help you decide maybe on what to stream tonight. All right. Again, anybody watching can vote. While only members can comment in the live chat, anybody can vote in the poll. All right, let's see. Oh, thank you for the Ripley votes. Those of you who are voting Ripley, you make me so happy. Poor Ripley. It's not boring, Kareem. Oh, no. Why do you think it's boring? It's so good. If you don't like classic films, though, I can see why maybe you would think it was boring. I mean, I grew up watching a lot of classic old films because my parents introduced them to me, and it really made me love cinema. But if you don't watch a lot of that, we're going to talk about the Bad Batch, K. Walton. I have a Bad Batch question. Let's see here. You know, it's interesting, CWJ. Tokyo Vice is an underrated gem of a show. Isn't that interesting that Shogun got attention and that one didn't? I'd be curious to hear your thoughts on my breakdown later today. Kareem says he loves classic films, but he still doesn't like Ripley. All right, that's fair. I mean, you like what you like and you don't like what you don't like. All right, look, less people are voting in this because nobody's watching these things. All right, here we go. I'm closing it. I guess I should have put Bad Batch in there. All right, so what is the most overlooked gem on streaming right now? Whew, 39% went with Ripley, but Three Body Problem was right behind it with 35%. Manhunt at 12%. I loved that show. And then Under the Bridge at 11%. I don't think a lot of people are watching that. All right, so that's very good. All right, hold on. All right, now I got another one for you here. Let's see what everybody answers on this one. I'm curious. All right, next question. What is your favorite streaming service? Netflix, Disney Plus / Hulu, which are now one service, Max, which is HBO, and then Apple TV I put as the fourth option. But it's really those three at the top. All right. Your favorite service. Let's hear it. Okay. Again, anyone watching can vote. Oh, I should have put Amazon Prime in, Tiff. Oh. Hold on. All right, I'm redoing it. It should be Prime. Okay, hold on. Netflix, Disney Plus / Hulu, Max, HBO, and then Prime Video. Prime Video is really doing well these days. Okay, although I didn't think of them. All right, round two. What is your favorite streaming service? Prime Video, already very competitive. All right, but you guys are just starting to vote. All righty, I'm holding in here. Let's see. Daniel's all for Peacock. That's funny. Leo likes Netflix because you can speed up the show. Why? That's so crazy. Don't you want to experience it? I guess you could speed up Ripley maybe. As long as you watch it. All right, let's see. Marco's a pirate. And Tiff says Netflix for just the sheer amount of content. That's interesting. Oh, you like that question, Justin? It was a good hard one? That's good. I want to have a couple that are difficult. All right, hold on. All right, I'm closing the poll. All right, Platinum Diva says all for different reasons. All right, so what is your favorite streaming service? Netflix, 31%, but Disney Plus / Hulu at 27%, pretty close. Then Max, HBO comes a little lower at 22%, and Prime Video ended up being last anyway, but with 18%. CJ, no, I think we're going to move on to the next one. I want to even 20 questions. All right. I think Netflix is for the sheer, I think Netflix sheer volume really helps. But I don't know. I think Netflix doesn't have as much prestige content, although Ripley's very prestigious. Okay. I don't like the way Netflix advertises its shows. They don't. And that makes it difficult. All right. Here's an interesting question. Where do you watch movies? For the first time, where do you watch movies first for the first time? So in theaters, digital purchase, digital rental, which means you wait to rent it for $6, or streaming service. We're not doing a pirate option. We're not putting illegal options in here. No extra cost. And also, I only have 4. I've only got four things. All right, so where do you watch new movies for the first time? Oh, that's true. For some of you are saying it depends what movie it is. That's true. But, if you love movies, you have some idea. Oh, that's funny, Podge Durka. It is like BTT bingo. All right, D5. All right. Vlad, I'm not surprised a lot of people torrent, but I think, you guys are hurting the business. Oh, Eloy, I'm glad you like the poll stream too. That makes me very happy that you guys like the poll stream. All right, I'm waiting to see what the vote is. We're just giving it another few moments. I almost see all movies in theaters, but I guess that's because of my job. But I like going to the theater. I'm just waiting for Ghostbusters to come out because I feel bad I missed it. Let's see here. Melmac says, I want to see movies in theaters first, but so many movies haven't been worth it in the past few years. I hear you. But if I don't want to watch it, I never watch it. So if I don't see it in theaters, I probably just don't want to see it. I love you too, Asami. All right. CM, I do wish people were better behaved in theaters. I think that would help a lot. All right. I'm closing it. Okay, here we go. All right, I guess, yes, it's true, because you guys love movies. 58% of you see them first in theaters. Yay! Eat that, Jerry Seinfeld. 34% of you, though, wait for streaming. That's the next runner-up. Isn't that interesting? Either you're all in or you're not paying anything else. Because it's split. The 6% remaining is split between digital purchase and digital rental. But that's really interesting. So either you're going to go and see it in the theater, 58% of you, or 34% of you are going to wait until it costs you nothing extra. That's very cool. All right. Now here's one that's fun. All right. So because this is for the week. All right. So this week in Hollywood. So out of these celebrities that I've selected, who do you like the most? All right. Ryan Reynolds, Zendaya, Henry Cavill, or Anna Sawai from Shogun. I wanted to have a nice, diverse group here that represents the week. And I wanted to have two women. All right, let's see. I know you might like other people better, but out of this group, who do you like the most? Who do you feel the most positive about? All right, let's see. You like judging people, Vlad? That's hilarious. All right. Let's see. That's interesting. Everybody likes Zendaya so much when her movie isn't expected to do very well. People just like Zendaya, but maybe they just don't want. I think the movie might be a little bit too risque for audiences in North America. All right, we're just going to give this another moment while you guys vote. Anyone can vote who's watching. All right, I'm closing it. When it gets to 1,000. And we're almost there. There we go. Okay. Zendaya took it. All right. There we go. Zendaya with 40%. Who doesn't love Zendaya? The 60% don't like Zendaya as much. 35% went with Ryan Reynolds, so he's pretty close. 15% for Henry Cavill. I wasn't sure if Henry Cavill if he would be the Zendaya of this poll. But I think that goes to show that Henry Cavill, while he has very dedicated fans, there's not a ton of them at this point. And then Anna Sawai at 7%, but the fact that she was competitive at all is good for her. Don't worry, Kior, I have an Ella Purnell vote coming up, so you'll be able to vote for her from Fallout in a moment if you'd like to. All right, so here's the next question. We're getting down to the end here. Well, kind of. All right. I'd say we're like 2/3 through. The next question is, are you seeing a movie in theaters this weekend? Challengers, Boy Kills World, Abigail, maybe you're seeing Abigail from last weekend, or maybe you haven't seen Civil War yet. All right, let's see. Are you seeing any movies in theaters this weekend? Here we go. Come on, challengers, poor challengers. Poor Zendaya. You all just said you like her. Are you going to see her movie? All right, here it comes. Liam says, how is Challengers risque when it's only kissing? Well, Liam, it's about a throuple, and it's very suggestive and very sexy. So it's more than just a little kissing. Let's see here. That's right, Just Blaze. The marketing for Boy Kills World has been very poor. I'm not even reviewing it because, you know, I fell off my radar and I just don't have time to go and find it. All right, hold on. Not a lot of you are going. Not because, you know, you're just not voting if you're not going. Joe, Fall Guy comes out the week after. All right, here it comes. 55% of you are seeing Challengers this weekend, so that's pretty good. 21% are going for Abigail, so that's very good. That's a great movie. You won't go wrong with that. 14% are going to circle back and see if they can see Civil War, and then only 7% are going to see Boy Kills World. So, that'll be interesting. That bodes well for Challengers maybe being able to be the #1 movie, but that's great for Abigail to be able to rally. Tiff says, my weekends are full of gaming, so maybe none. A lot of people are choosing to do something else over the weekends these days. All right, next is Challengers opening weekend. What do you think the Challengers opening weekend is going to be? Industry projection is 7 to 12 million. So your first option is under 10 million, then 10 to 15 million, 15 to 20 million, and maybe you think this thing is just going to take off and do 20 million plus. Okay, there you go. How do you think Challengers is going to do at the box office this weekend? Anybody can vote who's watching, while only members can comment. All right, let's see. Hollywood's putting it anywhere from 7 to 12. If this thing doesn't have at least 2 numbers in it, it's going to be really embarrassing for poor Zendaya. All right. Well, Kay Walton, I don't think it's really been advertised as an art house film. I mean, look at the press tour for it with all of Zendaya's incredible outfits. Let's see here. Steven says, can Challengers be a calling card movie regardless of box office to help Zendaya? Well, I think that it would have to do well with awards. And if it has strong reviews and gets some awards noms, I think that'll be helpful for her. Joseph, I'm glad you're having a good time. All right, give it another moment. All right, I'm closing the poll. I'm closing it. All right, so the majority of you feel that the film will overperform just a scooch. 46% of you feel to do 10 to 15, so at the high end of projections. 24% of you, though, feel it's going to come in under 10. Whew! 21% of you feel it might do 15 to 20, but then only 7% of you think it's going to blow up and do 20 plus. I have to see the reviews are quite strong, and I know that in premium screens it's selling well. I hope that it does over 15 to 20, like the 21% of you. That would be really nice for Zendaya. If it could do high teens, that's going to make her look really good. All right, so then next question is, what do you think is the Fallout Guy's opening weekend? What do you think that's going to be? Or the Fall Guy. I keep saying, sorry, Fallout. The Fall Guy opening weekend. What do you think it'll be? Industry projection. This is the first movie of the summer. Industry projection is 33 million. So less than 30 million. 30 to 40 million. 40 to 50 million. And then 50 million plus. Remember, most summer movies kick off the summer movie season with 100 million. So the fact that this is projected to do 33 is a disaster. I've seen ticket sales. Well, I'm not going to say anything until I see what you guys say. Just Blaze Disney says, Grace, do you think Zendaya could get an Oscar nom for Challengers? No, I don't. I think only the guys are really competitive in the acting categories. But I think the film could get nominated in other areas. All right, again, anyone who's watching can vote in the polls. Anybody? only members can comment in the live chat. All right, hold on. All right, hold on. We'll just give it another moment. All right. CM, I agree. They shouldn't have moved this movie to kick off summer. I think it's a mistake. All right, so here we go. The Fall Guy opening weekend. Industry projection is 33 million. 43% of you think that projection is correct, and it'll do 30 to 40. 42% of you think it's coming in less than 30. 10% of you feel it can do it 40 to 50, but that's as high as it can go, because only 2% feel that it's going to go over 50 million. I would agree with you guys that it's going to do 30 to 40. I don't think it's going to do less than 30. I mean, I think the movie looks really good, and hopefully it'll do a lot of walk-up business, but I think 30 to 40 is probably where. I mean, Dune 2 opened with like 80. I mean, this is pretty bad. It's very bad. Ryan Gosling, I'm glad he closed his deals. I'm seeing The Fall Guy on Monday, and my review will go up on Tuesday. All right, so here we go. There are 6 questions left. All right. The next one is, what did you think of Civil War? Amazing. It was okay. Hated it, like me. And then haven't seen it. All right. Some of you are seeing it this weekend. So anyone can vote in the poll. Let's see how I think, I don't know about Civil War. I said it, on Movie Math, I said I thought it was coming together pretty nicely in terms of its image. But I don't know. I think maybe nobody's going to be talking about it after the end of this month. LP says it was something new. That's interesting that you say that, because they're talking about how Barbie and Oppenheimer were at least something new. And Civil War is as well. So I think Hollywood really is going to have to start trying to do more original stuff, whether they like it or not. All right, we'll give it another moment, but that's right. I don't care, Bear. Very telling poll, because the overwhelming majority of you have not seen it. All right, here it comes. I'm closing it. All right, closing the poll. All right, so what did you think of Civil War? 77% of you haven't seen it. Whew! 9% of you said it was okay. 8% of you felt it was amazing, but only 4% of you hated it like myself. So that's not bad. I mean, that's just disinterest. But I mean, at least it's better than hate, I guess, or maybe it's not. All right, here's a question that'll help you for those of you who are not going to the theater this weekend. What new release on digital is worth watching? Like recent new release. Monkey Man, which came out today. Arthur the King, which came out today on digital. Immaculate, which came out last week. And then also Late Night with the Devil. What do you recommend that people get on digital? I personally recommend Arthur the King. Well, Dune 2, obviously. I didn't put that in there because it would have totally swayed this. This is on digital, for digital purchase, $30 on digital. On, Fandango or iTunes, Amazon on Prime Video. Which one do you guys think is the most worth watching? I would say Arthur the King. I thought that was actually a really great movie, and it's a really good streaming movie. It's good to watch on digital. I liked it. So hold on, we're just waiting for the vote to come in. SMR Goose says, these are perfect movies to wait for no extra cost. That's interesting. Oh, Doc Hayes bought Dune 2. That's awesome. All right, here we go. Oh, Abdil, I didn't know there was AI in the Late Night with the Devil movie. Evil indeed. All right, I'm closing it. Okay, overwhelmingly, 42% of you would say Monkey Man is something everybody should check out. Late Night with the Devil, 31%. Immaculate at 16%. And then Arthur the King down at 10. I think because a lot of you haven't watched it, but that came in last. But yeah, Monkey Man, it was fine. I didn't like Monkey Man. I thought it was disappointing. Don't go in hoping for a John Wick style movie. If you go in just hoping for a Dev Patel movie, then I think you'll have a better time. CM says, high concept originals and video game movies are the new frontier for Hollywood. Established franchise fatigue is real. Well, not only is it real, but a lot of these movies just aren't particularly good. That's the other problem, Okay, here's my other question. Okay, we have 4 questions left. Okay. Next question is, are you watching The Sympathizer on HBO? Yes, no, and then what's The Sympathizer? I'll tell you after you vote. All right, let's go. I don't know what's happened to HBO Sunday nights, but they're having a tough time. Simulacra says that Monkey Man it says it is like John Wick. I'm glad you liked it so much. All right. Let's see, The Sympathizer. I'm waiting to see what you guys say. Oh, a lot of you are voting because, there's a clear winner. All right, I'm going to close it in just a moment. All right, closing the poll. That's right, Ben 10. It's the Robert Downey Jr. show. 64% of you don't even know what it is, while as 28% of you are not watching it, and only 7% of you are watching the show. Oh my God, I hope, this is such a lull for HBO Sunday nights to go from The Regime to The Sympathizer. House of the Dragon Season 2 can't come fast enough. I just think there's too much other stuff on right now, and I just don't think it's strong enough to compete. Yikes. Well, at least Robert Downey Jr. got his Oscar, right? I think he's going to be coming back as Tony Stark real soon. All right, we got 3 questions to go. We're going to finish strong, okay? These are fun. All right, the next one is, are you watching The Bad Batch Season 3? It's so good. I love it. Okay, yes. Then started, but stopped. And then I guess waiting to binge. I had another one. Waiting to binge. And then no, not going to watch. Okay. Who said The Bad Batch sucks? Matt, it's not bad. I love that show. I'm very curious to see what happens next week. I got advanced screeners, so I've seen all the way through tomorrow's episode, and I just think it's really interesting. I love that show. I think Omega's a great character. I really like it. I agree with Elise. Best Star Wars to date. Really strong. Although I get to binge it, and so I could understand that many of you would wait to binge. But it's not looking good in the poll. All right, well, hold on. Jay Got Milk, I'm glad you like The Bad Batch too. That's right, Sid. The Bad Batch does patch a lot of holes. However, if nobody's watching it, it doesn't patch them. All right, I'm going to close it in a minute. Oh, this is bleak. Bleakity, bleak, bleak, bleak. All right. 68% of you aren't going to watch this show ever. 15% of you are watching it. 11% of you are waiting to binge. And then 4% of you started but stopped. Oh, so bad. 32% of you, only 32% of you are going to watch this show. Well, no, because 4% of you started but stopped. So that's only 26% of you are going to watch this show. Oh, what a shame. It's such a good show. But, not well advertised. Star Wars burning a lot of bridges with its fans. It's a shame. Jordan, you don't like Omega? I think she's so great. All right. 2 questions left. They're very similar, okay? The first one is, who is the best character on Shogun? Okay? Toranaga, Lady Mariko, and then Blackthorn. And then the last one is other. Put in comments. All right. Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite? No spoilers for people who haven't watched Shogun. All right, let's see. Lady Mariko's taking it in the opening. Let's see. Oh, that's so funny. Yabushiga, right? Alex and Doc. That's my favorite character too. I love that guy. I mean, I like all the characters, but Yabushiga is my favorite as well. You guys are so great. I'm so glad you guys are enjoying the show. Okay, hold on. We'll give it another moment, and then I have one more question. There's only one more question to go, and then we'll do a little Q&A. All right. A lot of you clearly aren't watching this show, though, because the votes are slower to come in. All right, I'm going to close it. Okay, I closed it. All right, hold on. Here it comes. All right, so 55% of you think Lady Mariko is the best character on the show, followed by Toranaga at 18%. 15% feel other, and then 10% Blackthorn. I misspelled it, but Blackthorn. Isn't that interesting? He came in last. That's really interesting. All right, okay, so the last question of the day is who is the best character on Fallout? All right, Lucy, Cooper Howard, Maximus, then I guess we'll do again, other. Put in comments. All right. Who is the best character on Fallout? Again, no spoilers. Here we go. Who's going to win? Again, anybody watching can vote. Okay, hold on. Not everybody's watched Fallout either. This is slower than I would have anticipated. That's right, Big League Chew. Okie dokie. That's Lucy's catchphrase. Okay, I'm going to close it. Lucy overwhelmingly won. How nice for Ella Purnell at 51%. Followed by Cooper Howard, a.k.a. Walton Goggins, and 32%. I really like Maximus, but it's hard to compete with the other two as favorite character. So Maximus got 7%, tied with other, also 7%. Really well-cast show. Love that show. Both shows. Fantastic. Phenomenal. The Sympathizer, no wonder nobody's watching it. How's it going to compete with those shows? All right, so let's do the Q&A. I'm glad you guys enjoyed this. I'm glad I was able to come up with something for us to do so we can still do the live. All right, so it's 5:28. We can chat. Oh, I still hadn't moved it. Okay. We can chat until 5:40. Anything that you want to ask me. Bye, Doggomania. Oh, I'm so glad you enjoyed it, Platinum Diva. All right. We'll do 5:38 because I got to work on this Shogun thing. So I want to get back to that. Steven Turner says, what do you think will do better, Joker 2 or Deadpool 2? Joker's trailers seem to perform better. I don't know. I think it's too early to tell because I don't think we have a good enough feel for Joker. I have to see also what the movie entails because, again, both movies could potentially off-put audiences. So I need to see them to really have an idea. Harlequin Dove says, do you think X-23 will make an appearance as a Wolverine variant? Oh, I can't say. You don't want to know. Don't you want to be surprised? Let's see here. Thanks, Jordan. Bye, Cat Shack. Let's see here. Don Dameron says, as someone who's struggling with loneliness and letting go, Shogun came at the right time. The boat scene last night really moved me. Well, don't give anything away, but that was, I watched it earlier today, and I did cry a couple of times. I'm sorry that, Don Dameron, you're having a difficult time, but I'm glad the show helped you. Yeah, Christian, I'll definitely do more poll streams, especially when it's slow. I think this is a way for us to still do a live stream and not have it always be an Ask Me Anything. John says, do you think Titanic would have the same level of box office success in today's streaming environment? Yes, because Avatar still does. James Cameron really knows how to get people into the theater. Finn Moreau says, just caught the live stream. I'm so sorry I'm late. I've been busy in Brazil with my partner and his family. I was gifted a membership last Thursday, and I want to say thank you to the person responsible. Oh, Finn, I'm so glad you got gifted a membership. I'm sorry you're very busy right now. You haven't had a chance to use it too much, but I'm glad you were able to pop in and say hi. Oh, let's see here. Movies TV Review says, who do you think will win an Oscar first? Anya Taylor-Joy, Florence Pugh, or Zendaya? That's a very good question. My guess would be Zendaya, but I don't think Zendaya seems too hard to be trying for an Oscar right now. I think those ladies are in a close race for sure. Let's see, hold on. Jorge says, do you think Bad Batch would have done better as a binge release? Yeah, probably. I do. Maybe it would have. I think people don't like that style of animation, maybe. I'm not sure what it is. Oh, Hulkling, I'm so glad you liked my interview with Abu Bakr Salim, a.k.a. Father, on Raised by Wolves. He's wonderful. That's up right now if you want to go check it out. Anthony Garcia says, what do you think about Francis Ford Coppola's Megalopolis? No studio wants to pick it up. Well, that's one of the reasons that it doesn't hurt to have, to put your business hat on. If he wants to pony up his own cash to make that movie, fine, but he's going to have to pony up some more and release it himself. And then maybe he'll be proven right. But, a studio is just not willing to invest in it. Let's see here. Harry Smith says, do you bother with physical media anymore? I just picked up a 4K Blu-ray player and buying all of my favorite 80s movies again. Well, I'm so glad you enjoy it. It's just not for me. I don't really have the space, nor do I want to have a big bunch of, I just don't have the room, But I'm really glad that some people like having that. And I think there was a time when I really liked having it. It was so cool to have like the movies in your library. But I'm just as happy to have them on my Apple TV. Stardust wants to know if I ever had a cool nickname. Well, I told you, Boner Skidoo was my alias that I came up with. Well, a friend came up with it for me. We were joking around, and it ended up being Boner Skidoo. AG says, I know it's pretty early, but what movies do you think will be this year? Will be winning all the awards next year. Well, I think that Civil War and Challengers are certainly early contenders, but you're right, it is a little bit too early. Wiki Nomad says, with just having seen Challengers and Deadpool coming out soon, will LFG be the quote of the summer? Oh, I don't know. I was surprised how much you guys liked the LFG thing. I didn't really care for it in the Deadpool trailer, but it really caught on with you guys. So maybe it is. Jerry says, as a writer and a fan of comics, do you ever get bummed learning all of these spoilers? Does it ruin your enjoyment of those films? Well, as I said, I'm trying to find a happy medium where I am ahead of the curve because, that is my job. I am supposed to have some idea of what's going to be happening. But I don't want to ruin it so much that, it does hurt my enjoyment. Oh, CM, I'm glad you like it. Liam says, Queen, curious what your dream comic book adaptation, doesn't have to be Marvel or DC, and who would be your ideal cast? Well, I'm not sure who I would cast it, but I really feel that Saga would be a wonderful streaming show. And also if somebody would maybe someday do Fables, but I don't think that's ever going to happen with the way things are right now. Let's see here. Oralis says, thank you for gifting a membership. Oh my goodness, hold on. Okay, I haven't heard anything about Snow White, Zay. Heinrich says, Grace, do you think Anna Sawai would make a good Psylocke in the X-Men reboot? I don't know. I'd have to see the age that Kevin Feige's going for with the cast first. Ben Pillow says, huge fan of this poll stream. Rewatchability might be an issue, though. Way to put your business hat on. You prefer these to Ask Me Anything. Well, let's see. I did, I put my business hat on, too, and I checked to see how the Marvel and DC polls did, and they did okay. So, but let's see. This is a very different type of poll video still. So don't worry. I'm definitely going to keep an eye on how it performs. Ben 10 says, someday an X-Men Fox ranked movies video? Well, I think probably closer to when Deadpool comes out. I don't know if it would necessarily be worth it to release it now. Let's see here. Xavier says, have you seen The Empress? I binged it this week and enjoyed it as much as The Crown. I haven't even heard of it, Xavier. I'll have to look into it. Tiff says, do you have a favorite review or video that you've done? No. I've made a lot, so it would be hard for me I can't pick a favorite. Mr. Real Shane says, Grace, we are so close to 1 million subs. What are we going to do when we get to that? Well, I don't know. Let's see if we ever get to it, I'm in an opinion-based business, but sometimes, subs go up. And also, it's been really slow lately. So I think when stuff starts coming out again, maybe, you know? Mars73 says, "Hi, Grace. This episode of Polls was really fun. Just wanted to let you know that I'm officially in remission." Yay! I just wanted to thank you for all the support and kind words that you offered throughout this whole process. Mars73 has been doing chemotherapy, and we often were keeping him company while he was doing it. And so I'm so happy to hear that that worked out and that we were able to keep you company and make it a little easier. And I'm so glad that your story, it had a good resolution. So that's just fantastic, Mars73. And thank you for keeping us updated. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about Gen V Season 2. I've just focused on The Boys Season 4. I mean, obviously they're reeling from the death of Chance Perdomo, so we'll see what happens. I think I missed one there. All right. Missed a few. Hold on. Heather says, "What is the industry opinion of the Broccoli's handling of the Bond IP?" Well, I think they're fine with it. I mean, because the Daniel Craig movies did so well. So, and it's really there. And there's nothing that can be, I mean, I guess Amazon now owns them. So I guess that'll be interesting to see how that relationship develops. But for the most part, the Bond movies have done very well. So they just kind of leave them alone. Dolan says, "What is your favorite trailer of the year so far?" I guess I would say the latest Deadpool trailer. That was really an incredible trailer. Haunted Autumn says, will people turn on House of the Dragon like they did a Game of Thrones? Without saying whom, they structured the show around a protagonist. Well, let's see, Haunted Autumn. I don't know. I think it wasn't so much the ending. Well, also, George R.R. Martin left everybody hanging by not finishing the book. So he didn't come up with the ending. So I think that also hurt it because it didn't mesh. The showrunners had to start coming up with the story, and they're obviously, I don't know if you want, let's not say talented, but they don't have the same, they don't match what George R.R. Martin has done. I don't know. I think it was really the quality of the show, and that the characters seemed to be acting not like they would, at least for me. Okay. All right, it's 5:38. Let me thank you, Platinum Diva. You're very sweet. All right, let me do a couple of shout outs. Where are you? What are you doing? Let me say hi. Oh, Liam, I wouldn't dare cast my comic book. I mean, who knows when it's going to get made, and actors are changing all the time as to who's popular. Luis says, "In bed here in Hawaii." Oh, lovely. Oh, Jay Got Milk, I'm glad you like my shirt. This is another Johnny Was shirt. Dolan's trying on cute outfits while listening. Oh, Dolan, you have fantastic outfits. I remember. Dory Does Voices says we should definitely do a watch party at 1 million subs. Well, I don't know if we're ever going to get there, but that's a nice idea. I do like that. Michael McKenna says, "Be good, everyone. This was fun. Back to work." Oh, good luck. Lisa McDougall says, "Working 2 jobs at once in Baraboo, Wisconsin." Lisa, didn't you tell us that you were going through some personal stuff? I don't want to share unnecessarily, but I remember you talking about that, and I hope it's going well. The Platinum Diva says, "Laying down for bed in Vegas." Isn't it early? But hey, I don't, I like it. I don't know, it might be working late. I like a good nap too. Danny says, "Day off in Guatemala. Love the Pole stream." Well, Isaac is crocheting a Miles Morales for a customer. Oh, look at you, crocheting at a professional level. Oddly specific with Audris has just made some queso. Gonna finish baby reindeer and paint today. Oh, that sounds very charming, actually. Joe is having breakfast in Sydney. Ah, good day. Let's see here. Elise says, "What about Godzilla -1 watch-along party?" Well, let me see what my week's like that week. Platinum Diva, you were Graveyard. Oh, I've had to do some trailer coverages, trailers pretty late at night. It's crazy doing that, but I hope you get a good night's sleep, and I'm glad that you're taking good care of yourself, and then you're making sure you get enough sleep. Platinum Diva is a fantastic member of the community, an OG, as you can tell by her ruby badge. CM says, on a walk in Dallas, then going to do some homework. And then, let's see here. Luis says, got to order my tacos soon. Tacos sound delicious. Platinum Diva, you work in a casino, which is 24/7? What a cool job. Oh, wow. I bet you see some crazy stuff working the late night graveyard shift in a casino. That is very cool. Podge Durka is also in the Ruby Club. That's right. Your little brother Gabriel, you are an OG as well. Matt's in Michigan, also been a long-time member. Let's see here. Sensation, I'm glad you're looking forward to my Shogun review, but it's going to take a little time. It takes a long... That's one of the reasons I did the live trailer breakdowns, because I'm so slow with editing. Did Lisa answer me? Thank you. Let me go back and see it. Kevin, I'm glad you're enjoying the weather. I am. I'm going to go back and see the Lisa comment. I'm sorry I missed it. Oh, that's the original. Where'd it go? I'm coming, Lisa. Why don't I see it? Oh, I'm through everything all at once. Divorce, 2 jobs, starting school for my second master's degree, and looking for a new house. Oh, well, that's good for you, Lisa. You ripped off the Band-Aid. I'm so proud of you. I'm really glad it's going well. Good for you. That's fantastic. Oh, Ramon's also got a Ruby. Oh, I love all you guys showing off your Ruby badges. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being a longtime member of the community. Tito says, celebrating 13 going on 30's 20th anniversary. Jennifer Garner is your favorite person in the world. That's awesome. That's so cool. Oh, look, Stephen Kroll says, enjoying my lazy day off in Pittsburgh. I love Pittsburgh. I love it. Did I miss any super chats? No, I don't think so. Danny says, I'm not OG, but soon. You're very close, Danny. Simulacra says, I'm in London buying American gym shoes. Oh, that's fantastic. I don't know what qualifies as an American gym shoe, but I'm glad you're getting some American shoes. That's right, Dory does voices. You're gold. That's a long time. That's excellent. And then Rashad's also in Vegas, has just got out of the shower getting ready for work. I love our BTT Vegas community. Haunted Autumn says, sending love to everyone going and getting through it. You got this. Yeah, you guys are great. You guys are survivors. I love it. And Targaryen Poppy is in Dallas pumping iron. Hey, Alberto, I'm glad I got to say hi to you. All right, I better get going. Marco DeVecchi says, Grace, we want more badges. Maybe I can do different colors. I don't have to do gemstone colors. I'll look into it. All right, everybody, I had a great time with you as always. I'll see you tomorrow for the live stream and also, of course, an X-Men 97 breakdown. Okay, bye. Bye.